Welcome to the deep dive. We're diving deep into the world of successful people today.
Always exciting stuff.
Yeah, not to compare ourselves or anything.
Right.
Just to see what we can learn from them.
Absolutely. Those little golden nuggets they've used to achieve some pretty incredible things.
Exactly.
And, the focus here isn't to just hand you a list of things to do. It's about really understanding the why behind it all.
Yeah, those aha moments.
Exactly.
And you sent over some fascinating research on this,
I
all about those daily habits and routines.
Yeah, and it's amazing how those small daily actions can really have a ripple effect on your life.
It's true.
Like this article you sent, Daily Habits of Successful People, What Sets Them Apart. It really digs deep.
It does. 10 common practices it looks at. I know, right? Everything from getting up early, which we'll talk about.
Oh, the early bird catches the worm, right?
Supposedly. But also long-term vision, thinking ahead, that kind of thing.
It's not just about what they do, but the why behind it. And they have some great examples in there, too.
Yeah, CEOs, athletes, even authors.
I love that they have such a diverse range of people.
Me too. So let's just jump right in, shall we?
Let's do it.
So first up, waking up early.
I knew you were going to say that.
Well, it's the first one in the article.
Fair enough.
And honestly, I used to be so skeptical.
Really?
I'm a total night owl. You know this about me.
Oh, I know.
But then I started doing a little bit of meditation in the morning, just 10 minutes.
Just 10 minutes.
Yeah, and it's made a huge difference.
See, that's what the article talks about. Tapping into that quiet time before the world just explodes,
Yeah, no kidding. And it's not about trying to get more done necessarily.
Right. It's about intentional energy.
Totally.
It's funny because they actually mentioned Tim Cook in the article.
No way. The Apple CEO.
The one and only.
I did not know he was up at the crack of dawn.
Oh, yeah, 4:30 a.m. He's checking emails.
What, 4:30?
Crazy, right?
That's dedication.
He seems to understand that if he wants to get things done, that's the time to do it.
Before the craziness starts.
Precisely.
Wow. Okay, so maybe I need to adjust my schedule.
Well, it's about finding what works for you.
True.
Like you said, just 10 minutes of meditation can make a world of difference.
It really can.
It's about being proactive, not reactive.
Okay, I'd like that. I can get behind that.
And that ties in nicely with the next habit.
Oh, does it?
It does, creating a morning routine.
Okay, but not just any routine.
Right, your personalized power hour.
I love that. It's so true.
It's about setting yourself up for success on your own terms.
Because we're all different.
Exactly. And what works for one person might not work for another.
So true.
Like Oprah, she meditates for 20 minutes every morning.
Of course she does. That's very on brand for Oprah.
Right. And then you have Tony Robbins with his whole priming routine.
I have heard about that.
It's intense.
I bet.
But again, it's about finding what energizes you.
Exactly. Whether that's meditation
Early.
or, let's be honest, just enjoying a cup of coffee in peace and quiet.
Yes. Even just a few minutes of quiet time can make a big difference.
Totally agree. It's like sending a signal to your brain.
Exactly. Like, okay, we're in control here.
Let's do this.
Yes.
Love it. Okay, enough with the Zen stuff for now.
Oh.
What's next?
Time to get physical.
Ooh, exercise.
You know it. And before you say anything, it's not just about fitting into your jeans.
Oh, I wasn't going to say that.
I know. But seriously, exercise is crucial for success, both physically and mentally.
You're preaching to the choir here.
I know, but it's important.
No, you're absolutely right. And the science backs it up.
It does. Endorphins, blood flow to the brain.
Improved cognitive function, creativity.
All the good stuff.
They mention Richard Branson in the article.
No way. What does he say?
He swears by exercise for energy.
Of course he does. He's got that boundless energy.
And then there's Barack Obama. He used to exercise every morning for focus. See, if it's good enough for Obama, it's good enough for me.
Exactly. It's like a superpower for your mind and body.
I like the way you think.
Speaking of superpowers, have you ever heard of Warren Buffett's 5-item focus list?
Wait, what's that? 5 items. That's it.
5 key things he wants to accomplish each day.
Instead of getting bogged down by a million little things.
Exactly. He focuses on what truly moves the needle.
Wow, that takes some serious discipline.
It does, but imagine the freedom that comes with that kind of clarity.
I know, right? No more decision fatigue.
Exactly. It's about making conscious choices about where to invest your energy.
Which reminds me, we have to talk about lifelong learning.
Ah, yes, one of my favorite topics.
Mine too. And this article had some really inspiring examples.
Oh, I'm sure they always do.
Like Bill Gates. Did you know she reads 50 books a year?
50. Wow, I struggle to get through my reading list as it is.
Me too, but apparently he makes it a priority.
I guess when you're Bill Gates, you have a bit more free time than the rest of us.
Maybe. maybe, but still, it's inspiring.
It is. It shows that even the most successful people are committed to continuous learning.
Absolutely. And it's not just about formal education either.
Right? It's about being curious about the world.
Exactly, like picking up a new hobby or learning a new skill.
Or even just listening to an interesting podcast.
Oh, like this one.
Yeah, well, I was going to say that.
I had to. Okay, but speaking of perspective, let's talk about gratitude.
Ah, yes, the power of gratitude.
It's something we hear a lot about these days.
For good reason.
True, and this article really highlighted how powerful it can be.
For both happiness and resilience.
Exactly, like Sarah Blakely, the Spanx founder.
Sure. What about her?
She's a huge advocate for gratitude.
I could see that.
She even writes gratitude lists every day.
Interesting. I've heard that can be really helpful.
Yeah, it's about shifting your focus from what you lack to what you have.
It's easy to get caught up in the negative.
Tell me about it, but even just taking a few minutes each day to appreciate the good things.
It can make a big difference.
It really can. Okay, next up we have breaks and mindfulness.
Oh, yes, the importance of downtime.
It's not about being lazy though, right?
No, not at all. It's about strategic recharging.
Exactly, giving your brain a break.
The article mentioned Ariana Huffington.
Of course, she's a big advocate for this.
She is. She learned the hard way, actually.
Oh, right. She had that whole burnout experience.
Yeah, so she's a big believer in taking breaks, even naps.
Maps. At work.
Well, maybe not at work, but definitely incorporating them into your day.
Interesting. I might need to try that.
It's all about finding what works for you.
True, true. Okay, what else do we have?
Work-life balance.
Ah, yes. The Holy Grail.
It's not always easy to achieve.
Tell me about it, but it's definitely important.
It is, and the article actually gave a good example.
Oh, yeah, who was it?
Jeff Bezos.
No way, the Amazon guy.
The one and only.
What does he do?
Well, even with his crazy schedule, he still makes time for family dinners.
Really? That's impressive.
It is. It shows that even the busiest people can prioritize what's important.
I love that. Okay, so next up is consistency.
Yes. The key to long-term success.
It's not always glamorous, though.
No, it's about showing up day after day, even when you don't feel like it.
It's about those small actions, repeated over time.
Exactly, like building a muscle.
You don't see results overnight.
Exactly. But with consistent effort, you can achieve amazing things.
Love it. Okay, last but not least, we have long-term vision.
This one is crucial.
It is. It's about thinking bigger than just the here and now.
Having a clear vision for the future.
It's about having those big, audacious goals.
Exactly, like what's going to get you fired up,
Totally.
And the article, they brought up Elon Musk.
Of course they did. He's like the poster child for audacious goals.
Right. I mean, colonizing Mars, that's pretty ambitious.
To say the least.
But that's the point. It's about having that long-term vision, something that keeps you motivated even when things get tough.
I love that. Okay, so we've covered a lot.
We have, from waking up early to gratitude to, well, you name it.
It's a lot to take in, even for me.
I know, it can feel a bit overwhelming.
A bit. It's a lot. So where do we even begin?
That's the thing. You don't have to do everything at once.
Oh, good.
Start small. Pick one thing that resonates with you.
Just one.
Just one to start. Maybe it's waking up 15 minutes earlier or adding a quick meditation to your day.
Or finally starting that gratitude journal.
Exactly. The key is to focus on building a sustainable routine, one step at a time.
Okay, that feels much more manageable.
It is. And remember, it's about progress, not perfection.
I needed to hear that today.
We all do sometimes.
So true. Well, this has been fantastic.
It has. Always a pleasure chatting with you.
Likewise, and to our listeners, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the world of successful habits.
We hope you found it insightful.
And maybe even a little bit inspiring.
Absolutely. Remember, success is a journey, not a destination.
Love it. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep diving deep.